What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out DAY6's You Were Beautiful, which is the continuation, if I'm not mistaken, to Congratulations, which I absolutely loved. So far, we've checked out just two songs by DAY6 with Shoot Me and Congratulations, and I absolutely adore both of those songs. This song was obviously recommended as the continuation, but also it was just mentioned quite a bit in general. And I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do a double reaction and check out another song that I was very intrigued by, which is Zombie, which was also mentioned quite a lot in previous reactions. So without further ado, let's go.
지금 이 말이 우리가 다시 시작하자는 건 아냐. 그저 너의 남아있던 기억들이 떠올랐을 뿐이야. 정말 하루도 빠짐없이 사랑한다 말해줬었지. 잠들기 전에 또
I love his hair.
말해주던 너 생각이 난 말해보는 거야. 예뻤어 날 바라봐주던 그 눈빛, 날 불러주던 그 목소리, 그 모든 게 내게 예뻤어. 더 바랄 게 없는 듯한 느낌, 오직 너만이 주던 순간들 다 지났지만 넌 너무 예뻤어. 너도 이제는 나와의 기억이 추억이 되었을 거야. 너에게는 어떤 말을
Love the piano.
해줘야 지나간 일일 거야.
With the keys.
정말 한 번도 빠짐없이 나를 먼저 생각해줬어. 아무 일 아니어도 미안해 고마워해주던 너 생각이 나 말해보는 거야. 예뻤어 날 바라봐주던 그 눈빛,
Yeah, there's that set from Congratulations.
그 모든 게 내게 예뻤어. 더 바랄 게 없는 듯한 느낌, 오직 너만이 주던 순간들 다 지났지만 넌 너무 예뻤어.
Damn, this is heartbreaking.
아직도 가끔 네 생각이 나. 어렵게 전화를 걸어볼까 생각이 들 때도 많지만 Baby I know it's already over. 아무리 원해도 너는 이제 이미 끝나버린 지난 날에
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
영화였었단 걸 난 마지막
Damn.
날 바라봐주던 그 눈빛, 잘 지내라던 그 목소리 그마저도 내겐 예뻤어. 내게 보여준 눈물까지 너와
god, this is... Damn. This song is absolutely beautiful. I love the acting. Like, the actress here is doing a phenomenal job. I feel like this song, like, yeah, she's getting those emails and it's all these video files, but to me, it's almost like after she saw him, her ex, on that bus in Congratulations, or that train in Congratulations, while she's at her job, just doing her own thing, and she's alone in there, and it's probably the end of the day. To me, it's almost like a metaphor to her reminiscing about the happy memories of this relationship, as well as the lyrics themselves, kind of like representing a stage in their life where they are accepting this breakup, almost like the stages of grief, if you will, after, you know, death or getting over a breakup. You know, there's anger, there's denial, and in the end we have acceptance. Like, there's bargaining as well, but in the end we get to the point where we accept that what is done, and there's nothing that I can do rather than just move on. But just because I move on, it doesn't mean that I can't look back at this relationship with a smile, because of all of the positivity that it brought to me. And you were indeed beautiful. So thank you for all of these memories, even though now I'm realizing that this breakup needed to happen because, you know, she was no longer in love with him, basically, from what I can gather. And it's just a tragic case of one person being very much attached, where the other person just falls away from that relationship and no longer has those feelings. But it doesn't mean that we both can't kind of like look back at it with a smile, because all of the times and moments that we shared and all of the memories that we created together, and how, because everything that we felt in those memories and all of these flashbacks was genuine and pure. So even though I realized that this breakup needed to happen, I still am thankful for you. This breakup wasn't the greatest one, and it wasn't necessarily, you know, a mutual breakup. And, you know, it left the guy with a very, very heavy heart, whereas the girl was able to kind of move on to another lover. But it doesn't mean that she has to be vilified for that, you know? So it shows a really beautiful dynamic of two people being able to accept this relationship and look back at it with tears of joy, rather than going through with this breakup and all of the stages of grief and have tears of sadness. I really, really love this song, and I love their vocals. I love their their hairstyles too. Absolutely adore the instrumental here. It's just beautiful, and I feel like this song relates to much more than just relationships. This song kind of relates to a lot, as far as losing someone, possibly like a friend, family, you know, just being at a point where you kind of reminisce and you think about the memories and how that person made you feel, and being grateful for that person's role in your life. Let's move on to the next song, because I feel like the more I talk about it, the more emotional I'm going to get. So let's move on to Zombie now. He's the zombie.
어제는 어떤 날이었나 특별한 게 있었던가 떠올려보려 하지만
This kind of reminds me of Every Day Is Exactly the Same by Nine Inch Nails, right?
있었던가 떠올려보려 하지만 별다를 건 없었던 것 같아 오늘도 똑같이 흘러가 나만 이렇게 힘들까 어떻게 견뎌야 할까 마음껏 소리쳐 울면 나아질까 Yeah, we 밤과 밤을 반복하면서 Yeah we live a life 뭔가 바꾸려 해도 할 수 있는 것도 가진 것도 없어 보여 I feel like I became a zombie 머리와 심장이 텅 빈
Damn.
생각 없는 어수아비
Scarecrow without a brain inside.
I became a zombie 난또 가라 정처 없이 내일도 다를 것 없이 그저 잠에 들기만을 기다리며 살아
Damn.
Yeah, we live a life 어둠 속에서 눈을 뜬 채로 This meaningless life 편히 쉬고 싶어도 꿈꾸고 싶어도 아무것도 하지 못해 I feel like I became a zombie
Damn.
머리와 심장이 텅 빈 생각 없는 어수아비 언제부터 이렇게 된 걸까 Oh why I became a zombie 난 또 걸어 정처 없이 내일도 다를 것 없이 그저
Damn, the guitar is absolutely beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. Literally feelings overflooding. That's beautiful.
머리와 심장이 텅 빈 생각 없는 어수아비 언제부터 이렇게 된 걸까 Oh why I became a zombie 난 또 가로 정처 없이 내일도 다를 것 없이 그저 잠에 들기만 기다리며 살아
Holy shit. That is just fucking tragic. And it's so fucking relatable. I can't with these guys. Like, holy shit. It's like living in a constant state of just depression, feeling like my life is going nowhere and feeling like every day is just exactly the same and I just exist only to go back to sleep and wake up and do the same thing all over again. I remember this conversation that I had with a former friend of mine like maybe a decade ago. She asked me, "How are you?" And I was like, "Oh, well, everything is the same, same old, the usual answer back then for me." And she was like, "Yeah, you feel like, everybody's moving, everybody's doing something, and you're the only one who's kind of like stuck in one place." And it just kind of like made me realize that, it's not just me. Like so many people face these problems and they don't know what to do with those problems. They don't know how to escape it. Therefore, the room is flooding, which is a representation of the tears that are overflowing because every once in a while you have to let it all out because you're so fucking tired of this depression and living this empty cycle of nothingness, but you don't know how to escape it. You still have dreams that you want to do XYZ. You want to move up in the world. You want to be happy, but you don't know the first thing to do and how to accomplish those things, how to exit this cycle. This song doesn't necessarily is like telling you what you should do. This song is literally a group like DAY6 telling you that we experience the same shit that you do. It doesn't just happen to, it happens to a lot more people than you think. And everybody who's in that cycle, they feel like they're the only one who is stuck in that cycle while the world is moving on, much like in the visuals of the guy acting like a zombie while the world is moving in fast motion. When in reality, so many people face these troubles, and I feel like day 6 is almost like telling you, hey, we don't know how to get over it yet because we experience it ourselves, but we want to let you know that you are not alone in this battle. And we're there with you, and we also feel like we don't know what to do with our lives. So I feel like in the end, the song is just representing the fact that anyone can encounter these types of struggles in life. It doesn't matter if you have all of the fame in the world or you're just someone that is unfamiliar to this world. It doesn't matter who you are. We all experience the same struggles in a way. Your status in the world does not free you from depression and anxiety and feeling worthless. It strikes anyone and everyone in all wakes of life. Mentally, unfortunately, there is no like formula, there's no one solution that fits everyone. One thing that you can say to just escape this, because even people who seemingly are on top of the world, they still have those feelings. They still feel like their life is empty and unfulfilled, even though, from Instagram posts and, Twitter and whatever the hell, it seems like they're on top of the world and they're living their best life. And this song definitely reminds me of a period where I felt like I'm just existing and I'm not living while everyone around me is moving on. Friends getting married, building businesses, getting, building a family. And here I am just stuck in the same place I was a few years back. And now, obviously, things are changing a little bit. I have a couple of distractions with this channel, obviously, communicating with you guys, expressing my emotions and my feelings towards a song. And then in return, also hearing from you guys and how the music affected you. So, if you're in that dark place, just know that you are not alone. Obviously, you already know that if you listen to the song, but just know that it's unfortunately a phase. And as far as like mental struggles, it's impossible to have a solution because the mind is such a mystery, and anything can set off a reaction in your brain that just makes you want to disconnect from the world, even though you are seemingly on top of it. Which is it's just one of those things, unfortunately, that I don't have a solution for. But just know that you are not alone, and I hope that things get much much better, and that you find something to at least distract you from it, and have something, you know, do something that makes you look forward to tomorrow instead of focusing on the fact that everybody's moving on. At the same time, you think that somebody's doing so well, you never really know what goes inside their mind because they could be going through the same shit that you are. They're just slightly better at hiding it, or they have more the distractions. But at the end of the day, we all kind of have these struggles, and this was again one of the most relatable songs I think I've ever checked out on this channel. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you're doing well. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.